Speaking up, Melania Trump said, "Ascend above the hate." In the hours following a gunman's attempt to shoot and murder her husband, Melania Trump issued a statement urging people to put love over politics. "Let us not forget that differing opinions, policy, and political games are inferior to love," she stated. She called the individual responsible for Saturday's attempted murder of Donald Trump a monster in her statement and condemned the violent attack. After largely avoiding the spotlight and the campaign trail during the former president's attempt to win re-election, as well as his legal challenges, Mrs. Trump has now spoken up. But with the announcement on Sunday, the former First Lady's calm surrender to her private life came to an end, at least for the time being. "When I watched that violent bullet strike my husband, Donald, I realized my life and Barron's life were on the brink of devastating change," said Mrs. Trump. "I am grateful to the brave Secret Service agents and law enforcement officials who risked their own lives to protect my husband." Additionally, Mrs. Trump honored the other attack victims. "To the families of the innocent victims who are now suffering from this heinous act, I humbly offer my sincerest sympathy," she continued. A 20-year-old Pennsylvanian named Thomas Matthew Crooks is accused of pointing a semi-automatic gun at Donald Trump on Saturday night and starting to fire. According to authorities, one person was killed, 2 others were hurt, and the Republican presidential candidate's ear was slightly cut. Authorities shot and killed Crooks during the incident. Mrs. Trump aimed to remind readers of the humanity of her husband, the humanity of the Trump family, and the humanity of the United States in her message. "Let us remember that when the time comes to look beyond the left and the right, beyond the red and the blue, we all come from families with the passion to fight for a better life together while we are here in this earthly realm." When Mrs. Trump was not scheduled to speak at this week's Republican National Convention in Wisconsin, she recently made headlines. She did, however, give speeches at the conventions in 2016 and 2020, which may indicate how much she has recently opted to stay out of the spotlight. However, this weekend's events thrust her back into the spotlight due to their seriousness. "This morning, ascend above the hate, the vitriol, and the simple-minded ideas that ignite violence," she declared. "We all want a world where respect is paramount, family is first, and love transcends." Subscribe our channel